With Metabo, safety is really a cornerstone of everything we do. I mean, the tools, when they're engineered and designed, safety is really at the top of the list. Particularly with grinders, a lot of injuries happen every year with these tools, primarily because the basics are not really adhered to. And when I'm talking about the basics, I'm talking about the side handles and the guards. A lot of times, those won't even make it out of the box. An individual will just put a wheel on there and go, really putting themselves at risk, plus everyone around them. So it is very much a safety hazard. So what we've tried to do in a lot of situations is make those as easy to live with as possible. The guarding in particular, we make it very easy to adjust that guard to whatever position you need it in. A lot of the complaints we had basically were, have to use a screwdriver or some other kind of tool to adjust the guard. So, we try and make it as easy as we can. You have indexed positions, just push this little lever here, and you can index that wherever you need it to be. So that's one of the things that we try and do, a very basic thing that we try and do to make the tool safe. Something else that's been built into all of our grinders for 51 years now is our safety speed clutch. It's a mechanical clutch built into our professional series tools, our German-built tools, that prevent kickback. Now, if you've used a grinder or really any type of a grinding type tool, whether it be concrete or steel, you'll notice at times that your wheel will get bound up, or for whatever reason, that tool kicks back. That's a really unsafe situation to be in. If you don't have proper control of it, you can injure yourself. A lot of times when it kicks back, your wheel, your accessory will come apart and pieces will fly around, possibly injuring folks. What this clutch does is when that accessory is bound up, it stops the tool. And at that point in time, you can remove the tool from the situation you're in, whatever is binding that accessory, and start again. Again, we've done that for 51 years. It's a mechanical operation or a mechanical device in the tool itself. It's not a cheap device, but it is something that we've thought was very important to have built into all of our product, all of our professional product, that keeps the end user safe. It's just one of the many things that we built into the tools. And on top of that, we have mechanical brake systems on some of the grinders as well that stops the wheel in 2 seconds or less. So we never stop thinking about trying to make the workplace environment safer.
Todd, now when you're talking safety with these kinds of tools, or any kind of tools really, you have to talk about the right tools, but also the right accessories. So what do you recommend in terms of accessories with these?
Absolutely. When it comes to the grinders and even with concrete tools, every accessory, this happens to be a little 4.5-inch grinding wheel, has a max RPM stamped on it. This particular one is 13,300 RPM on this particular wheel, and even on the diamond wheel, 12,200 RPM, max RPM. That tells you right there that do not mount this on any type of machine that's going to turn it quicker than that. If it does, you run the risk of this wheel coming apart. It was not designed to turn any faster than the max RPM. A lot of times people will try and make do with the accessories they have on hand to fit the machine they have on hand, and they don't give much thought to that. And a lot of very well-being, very seasoned people don't even think about that. So it's something we always try and bring up and have in front of mind, because a lot of injuries can be prevented if you just pay attention to the small stuff, the details, like we talked about earlier. It's that human element that we have a hard time, wrapping our arms around. But again, pay attention to the RPM of your accessory, match it to your tool.
A lot of people wouldn't think of that. I would speculate. I've seen people. Well, you see people use the wrong tools for the wrong job all the time. You see people use screwdrivers for chisels and hammer with all kinds of things. So you got to pay attention to the accessories that go with the tools you're using.
You do. If you want to be in the safest environment you could possibly provide, you have to do that.